channel. I'm not your average Jason, but I am a lot of nerdy, and today is some Elden Ring. But this is not about the Dex run. There is a lot of new players coming in, even after like I think 5 years of this game being released, and a lot of them have issue that I've noticed. They don't understand how the scaling works. So I'm gonna try and explain. I'm gonna try and explain that in this video. I'm gonna try and explain how the weapon system works. So let's explain. First of all, level up. If you go here, basically explanation. Your health, your vigor is basically your HP. It's your health. It also affects fire resistance and immunity, which means it makes you immune to like monster attacks that deal poison damage, frost damage, other stuff like that. Scarlet rot. This affects your focus, basically your magic. If you go over here, this is your focus. That is your resistance to sleep in bouts of madness. The higher the number, the lower your successibility, governed by your attributes as well as defense gear or any additional effects. Basically, it helps prevent scarlet rot is your most one, and sleep effects. And if you're going into a mage class, so you want to go up in mind and intelligence. If you're going up into a strength build, you want to go strength and anything else. I usually go up in endurance because a lot of the strength weapons are a bit chunky and heavy. If you want to go into a dex weapon, obviously you scale into dex, and then there'll be a little bit of strength that you'll have to add into it. If you're going into magic, you'll go into intelligence and mind. Mind increases your FP. That's your mana pool that you can pull from. Intelligence increases your magic power, and improves magic resistance as well, which is really cool. Arcane. First of all, faith increases like holy and lightning damage, and also boosts the magic power of faith scaling incantations. Arcane. Arcane is an interesting one. It helps up your discovery, which is your item pool. Those are the drop rates. It also affects holy defense. So like if you're taking holy damage, you feel like you're weak to a lot of holy damage, go up in a little bit of arcane. It increases your health and certain sorcerer incantations, as well as, it doesn't tell you this, but I was told that it increases this, your actual war damage. Like if I have a frost weapon on here, it's gonna say, oh, it's gonna be, hang on, yeah, see, if I would have a normal like Ash of War, it would have said 50 like this does. But since I have my arcane out the wazoo, it's now 71. Alright, hold on a minute. Where are we going? Here we go.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your arms.
Now, Ashes of War. You have your Blood Bleed. I don't have all of them yet because I'm still working my way through the game. But you have your Blood Bleed. You have your Faith, which is your holy. Your sacred stuff. Then you have your normal stuff here. And then you have Frost and Poison. And I think you have Scarlet as well. So, These are your normal ones. You can see these. You can also change the quality of these if you get a sacred smithing stone. So like this one here, see how it's sacred? If you go sacred route, it'll start immediately scaling into faith. You'll only need enough dex and strength for that weapon to hold that weapon. It'll immediately start scaling into faith, and you just pump all your stats into faith. Same way with blood. Now blood bleed is a little bit different, because you can see this has no effect, but go here and I put some blood bleed on it, it'll say causes blood loss build up 71%. It's blood bleed scales index. Okay. It's very easy. They make it seem way more difficult than this game actually is, but it's not. Now I want to give this bell bearing to this lady. Is it this who I'm giving the bell bearing to? Yeah. Okay. Now we can buy as many smithing stones as we want. Smithing stone 2s, we're buying like all those. I don't give a shit. The problem is now we out of money. See, now we can just keep buying smithing stone 2s and 1s from this shop over and over and over again. That's why it's so important to beat this boss early on. And we did beat it, by the way. We did beat it. Now we're going to go farm. It's just going to be a little farming video. It's going to be like a stat explanation and a farming video. Because yeah, it's super easy. Everyone gets overwhelmed and they act like it's impossible. Also, I did get this spell. Yeah, I cannot wait to use it. I had to get my faith up to 17 though to wield it. And I need to start increasing my mind a bit. I'm probably gonna do a Dex Faith Arcane. I'm probably going to do a Dex and Faith run. It's looking more and more likely until we get later on, and then I'm going to obviously change that. Boop. This is literally the best way to get runes that I have seen so far. Also, another pro tip. If you're like going around fighting a tree sentinel, immediately you start fighting bosses. Like you go fight the tree sentinel and then you go straight to Margit the Fell, and you just start fighting all these bosses and you realize you're getting your ass kicked. It's probably because you're not leveling up properly. This game, it's one of those games where you are weak as shit and the game will make you feel weak until you start getting stronger. This ain't like a normal game. In normal games, you can You can fight these mobs and these monsters with normal stats, and you're like, okay, yeah, I can do this. This game, you cannot do that with this game. I recommend early on farms locations is like in around here where all the Godric Knights are because they're really weak, or and as you start getting stronger, like around here where all the Caden soldiers are, you can farm those. This boss is super weak. This boss is a little bit tougher, but he's weak. This right here is probably the weakest boss you'll encounter, and this boss. These bosses are all weak enough to where I think you can take them early on. Do not go here early on. You will regret it. You will hate your life. And just like going here early on. But yeah. It's funny because a lot of people think because of my boss videos that I'm a new player to Elden Ring. I am not new to Elden Ring. We're just trying to get some levels so we can level up our weapons. Alright, that should be good. Not through there. Not through there. Through here. Let's go.
Well, where have you been? I took you for no matter it. Lay out your own.
We have been waiting so long for this. Also, you can see it getting stronger. That's what happens when you improve your weapon. Okay, now we need a bunch of smithing stone ones, so we're gonna go over here to upgrade other weapons that we can play with. I wanna play with them all. I thought about doing like a dagger build, and then I was like, is that overused? I don't think so. Oh, insufficient room. Okay, so I can still buy these. They're just, I don't know. Is that a memory slot? Kind of want that. This is a strength weapon. Strength weapon. These are dex weapons. I might want these. I want the short spear. Oh, you can also come here early on, by the way, to get some cool weapons. Alright, let's go. But I kind of want to see how strong this thing is now, and if I want to use it. So 374. Man. Why do flails do like poo-poo damage? 397. Okay. What does this do? By the power of Zeus. 387. Okay. Come get flailed. My golden flail. The power of Zeus. 387. Okay. Not that good, but also not that bad. Now, if I put a blood dagger here, and then this one will have a chance of getting bleed. And faith. We'll do like bleed and faith damage. Kind of like that idea. These war pigs. I could sell those two for bronze. I want to see. Hang on. We need to find like a solid weapon. Has a strength. I'm going in a dex run, so can't use that. Oh, that causes blood loss buildup. I almost want to do it and then like switch it to dex. We already went there. Let's go here. Yeah, avoid that boss at all costs. Like, he will straight up one-shot you. It doesn't matter what level you are. It does not matter. He does not care.
I smell it. Death. Feed it me. Tarnished. Bring more deaths. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Feed me, Seymour. Ooh.
I shall grant feed.
Hold on. Bestial incantations. Ooh. Hang on. Let me cook. Let me cook. Memorize spell. Get rid of that. Okay, so I'm just flinging rocks. Kick rocks. Imagine. Alright. So hang on, I want to see something. If I do this... Oh, I can't do it anyway because I don't have the enough FP. Ha! Right. That's right, we're so weak. I need to grab that memory slot. Let's go to the round table hold. Talk to this lady. Oh yeah, we used Margaret's for
The children tainted by and so great.
we already used Margaret's thing for runes. I remember.
The demigods.
Well, I took you for no matter lay out your own.
Strength of armaments. I can't do this, so we're going to do this. There we go. We got this up to level 4. And we got this we're working on. We're going to try and get to level 9. So we need 6. So we'll need 3 more smithing stones and then we can upgrade this flail. Alright. Let's go kill some stuff. I don't know what I'm killing because everything's already dead. Let's go here. And fight some bosses and like, can we fight some bosses in like this area? Alright, we can work with this. We can work with it. Yeah, so we gotta go here. Hello, beasties. Oh, you little shit. Get off me. I did not consent. I did not consent. Okay, let's turn our lantern on. There we go. That's a little bit better. I feel like I'm gonna go find Gollum. Or Schmeagol, if you prefer. Give me the ring! The one ring to rule them all. Oh, okay, you're all coming. Let's go. Good thing you guys are like super weak. think you guys are ass. Oh. Nice. Some human bones. Just what I've always wanted. Alright, guys. We're going to try and tackle this one. Cave in the next one. I do apologize that this has just really been a educational video. But I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
Toss a subscribe to your nerdy and please hit the like button.